Let me get my, where did my Spotify go? There we go. Okay. All right. So go ahead and come to standing. We're going to start in wide turnout this morning. Okay, step your toes out nice and wide to 10 and 2. Whew, my microphone cord is like crazy twisted this morning. Okay, toes out nice and wide. Take a deep breath, breathe it up. Inhale, exhale, reach it out one more time. Go inhale, exhale, reach it out. Sink your hips down nice and low. Take your hands to prayer. Stack shoulders over your hips. Drive through your heels. You should be able to wiggle your toes. Before we layer on any movement, just settle yourself into this position. Sink your hips low, pull your waist in. We want those abdominals engaged right off the bat. Drop your tailbone down to the floor. Now move it down 1 inch and up 1 inch. Go down and up. As you move down and up, we're gonna start to warm everything up right here. As you come up, imagine like your heels are tractioning in toward one another. They're not actually going anywhere, but that imagination of them hugging in, that visualization, is what's gonna get those inner thighs to fire up even more. Go down 1 inch and up 1 inch. Shoulders out of your ears. 4 more. Go 3. Go 2. Reach your arms up all the way overhead. Hug your elbows in, lat pulls. Reach it out, nice and slow to start. Drag your elbows in. Remember, we're warming up all the way through the body. Just because this is a thigh-focused class doesn't mean that we're not gonna get some work through that upper body and through that core. Reach it out. Pull it in. One more time, nice and slow, then we pick it up to tempo. Here we go. Go reach and pull. Reach, hug it in. You got 4 more. Go 3. Go 2. Last one, hold nice and low. Pivot up and over to the right. Drop your back knee down to the floor. Stack shoulders over hips. Lift your heart, lift your chest. Find 2 90-degree bends through those legs. You take it down and down, right into your lunges. Go down and down. Now, when we only have 20 minutes together, we don't waste any time. We get into that thigh work right off the bat. That wide turnout, that was your warm up. Your legs are ready. We're into lunge. Shoulders over hips, waist pulls in nice and tight. When all is said and done, we're gonna get in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5 sets of thighs today, okay? So sink it down nice and low. Make sure that, again, that weight is in your front heel. You're not letting your front knee come over your toes. Now pull your waist in. Can you open up your chest a little bit more? Roll those shoulders back. Nice change, Christina. Beautiful. Keep dropping your knees a little closer, that back knee a little closer to the floor every time. You pulse it right here for 8. Go 7. Go 6. 5. 4. We're going to take it full range. Hold it nice and low. Take it all the way up and slide it all the way back down. Pick it up. Go lift and lower. Lift and lower. Pull your arms back behind you. Get your triceps to engage as you stand it up. 4 more. Go 3. Go 2. Last one. Hold it at your low point. Take it up to a balance. Lift up nice and tall. Reach your leg back behind you. Find your airplane. Reach, lift, and lengthen. Pull your waist in. Balance at this time of morning, when it's like one of the first things you do, not the easiest thing, but you've got this. Hold, reach, pull your waist in. We're gonna step it back to wide turnout in 4, 3, 2, step it back down, pulse it out, go down and down. Nice and small, nice and controlled. Settle into it right here. 4, 3, 2, hold your legs. Static hold with your legs. Reach up and over to the right. And reach up and over to the left. And go reach and reach. Side body stretch. Use those obliques As you stretch it side to side, you go for 8, 7, 6. Almost there. We're going to take it to the other side. Last one. Come back to center. Rotate up and over to the other side. Sink your hips low. Find your lunge. Pulse it out. Go down and down. Again, check in if you're near a mirror, if you're looking at yourself in your computer, wherever you are, you should see your back knee directly beneath your hip, your front knee directly over your ankle, and then your shoulders over your hips. Your chest is wide. Hands can be high. They can be at prayer. They can be at your hips. Wherever you need to be, you make the choice right here to push yourself to your personal edge. Now, every time you come up a little less. Think of this, it's not a bounce. It's a push down, 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 down. 8, 6, go 4, go 3, go 2, hold it at your low point. Reach your fingertips out in front of you, row them back, stand it up tall, go reach and row. It's reach, pull it back. Notice how in every single movement, every time we've gone full range, we've done something slightly different with our arms. We got lat pulls, we got tricep kick, not really a kickback, or tricep extension a little bit more, I guess you'd call that. And now we're getting a row. So we're getting that upper body to fire. Just because you don't have weights in your hands doesn't mean that it's not working. Imagine those weights in your hands. 4 more. 3. Go 2. Last one. Hold it nice and low. Pull your waist in, plant your hands to the floor. Step your foot back to meet your opposite leg and find a straight arm, straight leg plank. Now pull your waist in tight and push the backs of your thighs up to the sky. Reach out nice and long. Separate your feet wider than hips distance. Take a deep bend of your right knee. Tap your knee down to the floor. Lengthen it out. Deep bend of your left knee. Tap down and lengthen. Pick it up. Go right, left. Engage your quadriceps. As you reach that leg a little longer, it gets longer and straighter every time. We're working the core here as well. Your waist is pulling up and in. You feel that beautiful corset wrap around your midsection right here. Now spread your fingers wide. Push down through all 10 finger pads. And really get down into it right here. You got it. Shoulders stay over your wrists and the crown of your head reaches long. Find that length. 2 more sets, 2 more times side to side. Lengthen both legs all the way out. Find that nice strong plank. Reach your legs long behind you. You hold 4, 3, 2. Tap your knees to the floor. Take a quick extension stretch. And then sweep your legs around. Go ahead and lay yourself all the way down on the floor. We're gonna actually come to a quick set of flat back on the floor with a little bit of leg work tied in there. So lay yourself all the way down. Draw your legs right up into your shelf. Glue your legs together and pull your waist in and down towards the mat. Take your right toes, dip it down towards the floor, and exhale, draw it back up to center. Left leg lowers and pull right up to center. Now you can stay at this pace, but your body is super warm already. So if you're ready for it, just go ahead and switch side to side. You can switch mid-air. You can even take your thumbs to your rib cage, your middle finger to your hip bones to really feel that space on both sides of your body stay the same the entire time. We don't want one hip shifting up and shortening that space. Keep pulling your navel into your spine. 4 more. 3. Go 2. Come back to center. Glue your legs together. Externally rotate. Heels together, toes apart. Now this workout today is about legs. So hug in through those heels. Push in. If I were to come around and put my hand between your ankles, I shouldn't be able to pull it through. Squeeze through those heels. Inhale, reach your legs away from you. Exhale, drag them back into center. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale, pull all the way back in. Keep that squeeze through your legs the entire time. So not only are you working your abdominals, we're getting some leg work here as well. Drag it in. 2 more times, you're gonna hold it on the out. Last time, hold it long away from you. Now tap those heels in, 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 in. Think Dorothy clicking her heels to go home right here. Click those ruby red slippers. Hug it in, 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 in. Go 8, 7, 6, 5. Pull your navel into your spine. 3, 2. Crisscross your legs. We finish here. Switch, 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 switch. You got it. Long and lean with those muscles. Pull your waist in. You go 8, 7, 6, 5. Back body connects to the floor. Last one. Hug it in. Knees to chest. Rock yourself up. Go ahead and come all the way to kneeling. I'm going to turn on profile. Knees down on the mat. Push your shins down into the floor. Use that abdominal engagement we just created in flat back. Pull it in. Reach your fingertips forward. Hinge it back. You go back and back. And up and up. Take it back for 2. And up for 2. Nice control. Back for 2. And up for 2. Shoulders out of your ears the entire time. Back and back. Lift and lift. We're gonna hold it on the back. Hold it on the back, push down through your shins. Draw your hips up to your ribs. Tons of abdominal engagement right here. Open out and hug it in. Go open and close. Open, legs are staying in stillness to start. 2 more. Hold it on the out, take it back 1 inch and up 1 inch. Go back and lift. Now, as you're in hinge, this is my favorite cue. It just really helps me to stay nice and long. Imagine like there's a pane of glass in front of you and a pane of glass behind you. You're trying not to touch it in either direction. You can't be overarched, but you also can't be rounded forward. You've got that nice neutral spine. You've got your hips tucked up toward your ribs so that you can pull your waist in so tight the entire time. Keep it going. You got it, Tracy. I see you. Almost there, guys. 8 more. Go 4. Go 3. Go 2. Hold it on the back. Hold that reach all the way out. Maybe take your arms up overhead. We're going to plant your hands for a quick plank right here in 4, 3, 2. Plant your hands to the floor. Tuck your toes. Lengthen them all the way out. Step your, let's see if I can move my mic out of the way for this. Step your right foot out to the outside of your hand. Your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Frog walks. Step it back and back. Go right, left, back, and back. 2 more to the right, left, back, and back. Last one, right. Hold your plank right here. Hold it. Breathe. Reconnect. Left leg leads. Go left, right. Your hips stay low. Left, right, back, and back. 2 more. Hold this one forward. Hold it in your frog. Stay low. Hands to prayer. There's a nice low turned out squat. Go down and down. Sink it down and down. So you came from that low position for a reason, right? Not just because it's fun to do some frog walks on a Tuesday morning, but because we wanted those hips low for turned out squat. So don't let yourself come all the way back up. You're way down here. Your tailbone drops down. You pulse it out, down and down. Chest is still higher than your hips. We're not folded forward. It's really about dropping that seat way down and down. Little pulses and pulse. You've got it, ladies. Keep it going. Burn out those thighs. Drive through those heels. Go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold low. Reach your hands up overhead. Full range. Here we go. Stand it all the way up and reach it all the way down. Pick it up. Go pull and reach. Pull and reach. Yes, lat pulls once again. Your body's even warmer than when we did them in our wide turnout warm-up. So really hug them in tight. Imagine those 50-pound weights in your hands and you're dragging them in by your side. You may as well get your upper body to fire as well. Nice, Megan. Really, really nice control. You got it. You're there. 4 more. 3. Last one. Hold it nice and low. Hold it in that turned out squat. Fingertips overhead and just push it back. Back. Little press and press. So it's a little tiny wag of your knees, of your thigh bones pushing out in the hip socket. It is very small, okay? The knees end up wagging simply because you're moving the thigh bone in the hip socket. We want to protect that knee joint so your hips stay low the whole time. The weight stays in your heels and move thigh bone in hip socket, and then the knee just happens to go with it. Push it out and out. Maybe add that little press back of your arms as well. Go 8, 7, 6, 5, go 4, go 3, go 2, hold right here. Sink your hips a little bit lower, reach up through those arms, lift your heart up a little higher as you drop your seat. See if you can come back to that first position where you were right when you came out of your frog walks. You hold 4, 3, 2, on 1. Go ahead and come on over to your bar or chair or countertop. Zip your legs up tight. Calf raises and down. Go lift and lower. Right into parallel. Everything is zipped up. Lift and lower. 2 more. Hold the lift. Squeeze through your thighs. Bend your knees. Come down nice and low. Hug them in a little tighter. Drop your hips down 1 inch and just go down and down. Tiny, tiny pulses. Everything is glued in tight right here. Imagine a piece of paper between your knees. This is our first set of thighs where everything is zipped up tight. This is our chance right here to tap into your inner thigh a little bit more, to use that to lift through your pelvic floor, which is the base of your core. Now check in with those heels. Can you kick them a little higher? You still want to be able to wiggle your toes, but you want those heels up. We're talking Friday night heels right here. Sink it down and down. Someday we'll have a place to go on Friday night that requires heels again. We'll get there one of these days. Sink it down nice and low. You go for 8, go 7, go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold low, drop your heels, kick them a little higher. Go drop and kick. Go low to high. Your knees stay bent. Your head is not moving at all. It's all about that lower body right here. Just burn it out. I know you're shaking. I'm shaking too, and I've done like half of what you guys have done. So embrace it. That's what you're here for. When your muscles shake, that means you are working them to a point that they have not been before. That is where your body is changing. 2 more. Last one. Hold the lift of your heels and just drop those hips. Go down and down. Tiny, tiny movements right here. Low and low. Squeeze through it. You got it. Almost there. We've got 8 and a nice long hold right here. Go 5, go 4, go 3, go 2. Here's your hold. Squeeze your thighs together. Make sure shoulders are stacked over your hips. Pull your waist in. Now drop yourself down 3 inches. That's your final hold. Now kick your heels up another inch. Nice. Reach your hands up overhead. Balance. Challenge right here. Hold and breathe. Let it shake. This is it. We are going to take a beautiful stretch in 5, in 4, in 3, in 2. Come right down. Go ahead and come all the way down to your mat. However you get there is just fine. You're gonna lay yourself down on your back once again. If you can stick with me for a minute, we'll take a quick stretch here. Draw your right knee into your chest. Your left leg comes out nice and long. Open your right leg out to the right while your left hip stays anchored down. That's your opposition. Just kind of circle that thigh bone in the hip socket. Feel that loosening of the joint. And then extend your leg up to the sky. Hands come back behind your thigh. You can point and flex. And then take just your right hand on your leg and bring it out to the right and up towards you. Feel that release through your inner thigh. And then bring it across your body. Feel your IT band release. The outside of the thigh right there. Bend your knee. Let your leg fall all the way over to the side as you look over your right shoulder in a nice twist. Come back to center. Right leg reaches long, left knee comes in. Take it out to the left and just, again, kind of circle that leg, lubricating the hip socket a little bit. Come center, extend your leg up to the sky, grabbing on behind your thigh or your calf, just not right behind your knee. We always want to protect that knee joint. And then let your leg come out to the left. Feel your inner thigh release. Your right hip is anchored down. And bring it across. That left thigh hugs down into the hip socket. And come back to center, stay there, bend your knee. Almost forgot that twist, that's like the best part. Keep your left shoulder anchored down. Come back to center, and then rock and roll yourself all the way up. Let's take a quick quadricep stretch right here. So again, just step your left foot forward, shift forward of your kneecap. Draw your hip to your rib, and then reach your right hand forward. Think about continuing to draw your right hip up towards your rib. Tuck your hips up as you reach your right hand up to the corner of the ceiling. You're gonna feel even more stretch all the way down through that right side body, through that right hip flexor. Switch sides. Right foot comes forward. Come forward of your left kneecap. Tip your left hip up towards your rib. Feel that release right away. And then reach your left fingertips forward and reach it up towards the corner of the ceiling as you tip your hips even more. Feel that release. And come back to center. Go ahead and have a seat. You can sit back on your heels. You can cross your legs in front of you. Whatever feels good to you right here. Take a nice deep breath. Breathe it up. Exhale, reach it out one more time. Go inhale. Bring it into heart center. Shoulders over hips. Pull your waist in. Set an intention for the rest of your Tuesday. How are you going to take your practice with you out into the day? Make that decision right now. And have a wonderful Tuesday. Stay cool. It is going to be hot out there again today. Thanks for joining me this morning. I will see you guys. I am teaching indoors in